All right, question 1, part D. Each of runner A's feet has a surface area of 200 centimeters square or 0.02 meters squared, which sinks into the track. Together, the feet exert a pressure of 13,000 pascals. Calculate the weight of runner A. Okay, so if you go back to your formulas up here, hopefully you remember that we're looking for the pressure calculation here. And the pressure calculation is this one here. I know there's two P's, but pressure is equal to force divided by area. All right, so we're going to write that down. So pressure is equal to force divided by area. Now let's write down what we know. So we know that we know what the P is. So we know that pressure is equal to 13,000 pascals. And we also know that we have a surface area here. Now, the thing to be really careful about in this question, I'm just going to raise it so I can read it a bit better. So we have surface area. So the thing that we have to be really careful about is that most people have 2 feet. Okay, so this is actually just talking about runner A's feet, each of them. So we're just talking about one here. So 1 foot, this is 1 foot, 1 foot. So 2 feet area is equal to 2 times 0.02 meters squared, so 0.04 meters squared. The other thing that I need you to be really mindful about is that we're using this number here, not the centimeter squared, and that is because in physics with standard, we use standard international units, and the standard international units for measurement is meters squared. So for area is meters squared because we need to keep it consistent. So now we know that we've got A and we've got P. So we're finding F. All right. So now what is the difference between weight and force? Well, weight is a force. It's a downwards force. So it is actually what we're trying to find here. So F is the right thing that we're trying to look for, but it's just that we're looking for the force in the downwards direction. So that's why it's sometimes called weight. So let's rearrange this equation first. So first of all, we're going to get rid of the A on this side, multiply A by both sides. That cancels it out on that side. And then what are we left with is F is equal to P times A. So once we have it rearranged, we can just substitute in our values. We know that P is 13,000 and A is 0.04. So the force is 13,000 times 0, add another 0 in there, 0.4, and that is 520. Now the units for force, hopefully you remember, is newtons. Please make sure that you don't forget that. Now that is an excellence mark as well. It's quite an easy excellence mark, but there are a few places that people can trip up. So if you don't remember all the little tricks, then you might make a mistake in this. So just a reminder about what the places where people could trip up on. First of all, make sure that you use the right formula. There's 2 formulas that have P in it. Second of all, make sure that you calculate the foot area as being 2 times, not just use 1 foot. If you just use 1 foot, then you will get a different value and you can still get a merit. Another thing is make sure that you use, wait for that, we'll just make sure that you use the meters squared, not the centimeters squared. If you use the centimeters square and do, the 2 feet, but use centimeters squared, then you can only get as high as a merit. Okay. And then apart from that, just make sure that you substitute it properly.